representing PSG in the blue, Triple Trouble in the orange. DFH Stadium. That's a nice shot from Chaussette. Will start things off quickly, and PSG's on the board.
Beautiful placement here from Chaussette, but it's all set up by Fruity's ability to get that ball past the midfield line, and Tadpole got caught in a really strange position, facing down on his own back wall.
Breaking up passes, but PSG continuing to find demos as Farah puts it onto the wall. Tadpole up to engage, but actually comes back down, and Fruity finds the shot. Triple Trouble just couldn't get any wheels onto it, and that's 2 now for PSG.
This is a great start for PSG as well. It was, again, I didn't think it was a particularly great week 5 from Fruity, so a nice early goal in game number 1.
Lofts it high to Tadpole, looking to dump it back to his teammate, pops it down. Here comes Ronicky for the shot. It's a bit wide, but it's off the post and in. Woodwork favoring the fortunate here, and Triple Trouble's on the board.
Beautiful follow-up from Ronicky. A nice touch from Tadpole to the top of the box and take that ball away from Fruity, but you are absolutely right. The post doing favors.
Fruity now, passing in the midfield. Farah looks for the shot, finds it past 1, but Ronicky's got it. Farah, the second touch, is able to dump it in. They only found the save, no clear, and it's still a 2-goal game.
Great reactions from Farah, and again, a solid pass into the middle, and Ronicky's having to race back, get in position to make a stop, can't get the cleanest touch.
Cassio getting a bit bumped in his own corner. Farah wraps back around on the tightest of rotations and is able to beat Tadpole. Now following this one, still had boost to work with somehow. Now Chaussette in an open net will just put it in. 4-1 for PSG.
Yeah, Cassio got caught here rotating back, trying to get that boost in the corner that he knew was going to spawn. Was expecting a much better clear from Ronicky, and as soon as he realized that it wasn't where he thought it was going, well, and the follow-up kept at bay by Tadpole. But PSG, they've been commanding this game since the start, and actually that one will slip through. I wonder if that threatened bump was what pulled him off.
I think also just Fruity on the wall here. They're like, what is he going to do? They start to read him, and at that point you had to be in the air already. No one really in a good position to get it. So they'll have to play some defense now as the transition starts to come through for Triple Trouble. A nice shot.
Wonderful.
Far side, Tadpole puts it in. Triple Trouble's on the board.
And that's all Cassio's doing. He punted the ball up the field and just straight chased it down. And PSG, they kind of got caught on rotation. One guy missed the challenge. They thought they were going to win it.
Chaussette now onto the zone backwards. Tadpole's crowding him again. The pressure from PSG, or from Triple Trouble rather, they'll finally make PSG crack. Cassio puts in a second one.
They finally broke them all down. It's because Chaussette, before he was able to make that save, he actually got bumped on the back wall from Cassio rotating out, and that slowed him down. Farah actually misflips and gets put in a really weird spot. Tadpole doesn't have the accuracy to do it. Neither does Cassio. One more chance and into the net, finally. It took him a few extra tries, but they get the job done.
But that is just how kind of apart, how much there's been a collapse on the PSG side of rotation. It's just the rotations on PSG have not been good this game.
Just showed that while they didn't really generate any great scoring opportunities, they were at least able to control the boost, and they get one. Actually, it goes into the net. 3 people right there.
Did you see how this starts? Farah and Chaussette pinch it onto the backboard, and everyone on Triple Trouble's like, well, okay, all right, I guess we got to figure out how to block this.
I think Tadpole had that.
Couldn't win the challenge entirely. Ball does stay in the blue down. The pass down to Chaussette. He's going to look to dribble this one. Flick it over the top of 2 and in. Chaussette by himself makes it a 1-goal game.
Now, I know Chaussette had a master flick here, but actually Farah, right before that replay started, he just got bumped. That was a recovery effort to get back up that wall and get that ball down to his teammates.
Towards the box, Cassio's got it away. Farah sends a shot towards the goal, but Ronicky's got it away now, and Tadpole looks to extend it out. Cassio demolished in his own backfield, but Tadpole's touch actually
went in
all the way in. The defense of PSG caught a bit surprised.
That's a great lead to yourself in the corner, and Fruity just can't reach it. He was at the top of the box. He felt pretty confident. People like those long cars. It's easy to square up the ball and get a strong touch, even if you might not have the speed, and he makes another stop, but he can't make 2. Cassio's camping him at the other end of the box, and a big insurance goal.
This is the power of putting the ball on target. Tadpole takes a shot. They have to make the save, and Chaussette has to lose ball control. He can't play to keep that one close to the chest.
In game 3, Triple Trouble put together a few more shots than they had when I checked earlier. Here's number 10, and it'll be into the back of the net. They've got 35 to find an equalizer.
And all of a sudden, Triple Trouble giving space. Fruity's able to find Farah here. Nobody up to challenge him. Ronicky had some time, but took his time setting up in goal instead. We'll have plenty of time. Farah able to get that one, but this one dropping dangerous. Chaussette's got the block. Ronicky in for the final shot, and this one will be good. Triple Trouble, the 3rd game in a row. They'll have the first goal.
And that's exactly what I was asking for. I wanted Triple Trouble to get right up in their face, and now they're sitting on the clears. They're not letting it go out to the midfield line. They're right on top of them.
Use of that back wall. Farah will play it nice and high, but Tadpole's already up, playing towards the backboard. No one's home. If he can just double tap,
touch!
He certainly can. 2-0 now for Triple Trouble as they look to gain match point.
And that is a great clear from Farah. It's got height, it's got power, it's all the way out to the midfield line, but Tadpole squares it up.
Shaw said again, everybody on PSG right now.
Another mistake, it needs to be in.
Touch, but hey, there's a complete wide open net. Triple Trouble, not on the backside, and hey, PSG finally finds a lead.
Yeah, that was PSG. Ronicky was off grabbing the corner boost, but Cassio was in the midfield line, ready to go chase down wherever that touch went.
Losing it here, Ronicky with so much space. Looks for the pass across the Tadpole and finds the goal. No, it's high. Here's Cassio on the rebound. Puts this one up.
No chance.
There's the tie game. So much space given by PSG, and Triple Trouble punishes.
Absolutely. Farah giving up a lot of ground there. And it's probably because he didn't have any boost. He was hoping someone in the net was going to go out and challenge it. Challenge from Farah as well. But again, the challenge game, Cassio, a big win, and another one from Triple Trouble. Dangerous in!
Ronicky scores, and Triple Trouble will represent Europe at the World Championships.
Both rival series teams able to promote, and how about it? Both on their way to land.
Going to have to step up here in this series to help keep TSM's land hopes alive.
Oh, and iGniite off the crossbar. It goes in. Another player for TSM, the striker for them. TSM on the board.
And iGniite striking, you're so right, Jorby. That is something we expect from him. That one, and iGnite's starting to heat up. He already scored early, almost finding his mark there.
Oh, Mets back to Remco. Metzanaris kicks this all off. Flipping down, gets it off the backboard, and, Remco scoring.
Hey, Desk, here's that offense you were looking for from TSM. 2 goals out of the gate
By Violent Panda.
Right now, Dignitas trying to get some space, and a miss there.
And he can't save it. Remco going to score, picking up another goal off of a huge gaff from Dignitas.
Yukio just not getting to the ball in time, surprising his teammates. Turbo in a tough spot.
Haven't been able to put together an up and down season. It starts off really well for this team. Dignitas do not go quietly in game one. They get there first on the board.
They really have stabilized with this play. Turbo with a nice little touch in the air over to Yukio, puts it top shelf.
TSM defensively on the rotation, now back the other way. Metzanaris back to Remco. TSM, their 4th goal.
And you feel like that has to be it. That's the one that's putting this out of reach for Dignitas. Metza forcing the commit from Violent Panda, and instead of putting a shot towards net that Panda can save, this is the TSM that we were expecting in the beginning of the season. Now, iGniite on the air dribble dunk! And that has certainly closed out game one for TSM.
Dig some salt into the wound, iGniite, just straight into Turbo's face.
They're already down.
Violent Panda with some space. Look to get things started for Dignitas. Yukio, quick shot. iGniite can't get there. Dignitas, their first lead of the series.
And this all is thanks to the Violent Panda flip reset, completely throwing off the Remco challenge. The TSM defense just got rattled because of that play start that they were looking for in game one.
Remco going under Yukio, almost pitches it past Violent Panda. iGniite, the finisher. Tie game.
Remco says, I see your flip reset. Let me raise you a ground pinch after I fake you out in the air. And iGniite just comes through with the dunk on the goal line.
The dump out, Remco picks this up. Violent Panda finds the gap. Turbo's already there, and Dignitas have the lead.
And this one, just a challenge that needed to go better. Remco up, and he missed the challenge right there. Panda hits it downfield, and Turbo going to secure this one. So
when we interviewed Garrett G after they became North American Regional Champions, Yukio shot in. Dignitas scores. 34 seconds, and they're on the board.
And you could see Metza didn't get the greatest touch. Turbo going after Remco. Remco accidentally flipping into iGniite. Just aggression.
Violent Panda back to the other side. It was a lot of turning in midfield. Remco has the shot, and TSM tie the game.
And the double commit from Yukio and Turbo put Violent Panda in this awful situation. And then on top of that, iGniite getting the demo on Yukio. Panda had to make 2 stops back to back.
And iGniite Rolled right back over, rolls off the ceiling, Turbo Pulse on the touch out. Yukio can't get there, it's off the crossbar. Metsunaris scores, TSM have the lead.
And TSM come roaring back. Turbo, again, not the greatest touch. It went back out into the middle of the field. Remco didn't hit his shot, but Metsunaris there to clean up.
Turbo can't get there in time, a little too far off to go for the ball. Remco hunting on the line for a demo as well. Over already up is Turbo, just ahead of the ball. Violet Panda scores, and we have a tie game.
And this one was a moment where you're wondering what's going to be going on. Is Turbo going to drop this down? Will he change it and go for the double tap? He fakes the drop pass to allow that backboard play.
He affords Violent Panda in midfield. 20 seconds remaining. iIgnite takes it himself. Yukio, he's got Violent Panda there. He doesn't need him. Rolls right into the net. 19 seconds left. Dignitas have the lead.
And you can see Metza going up for it, and iIgnite gets a second tap on the ball, completely fooling his teammate.
And again, in the lower bracket of the regional championships, this is the only series these two teams have. iIgnite off from Remco. They kick things off with a bang. TSM with the lead.
And that's exactly what you need. If you're TSM and you just had that difficult last game, you needed that early goal. Just 8 seconds in, iIgnite.
Knight has a tee up here, but again, Remco, he has no option there. It was covered by both Yukio and Violent Panda. Now they head the other way, and Yukio strikes for Dignitas.
Yukio's shooting can just be so impressive. Look at the placement on this shot. Remco was even in net waiting.
Again, iIgnite can't get back to it. No goal for TSM. Dignitas get away with it. A shot, blocked, scored. Violent Panda, Dignitas.
What a turnaround, a roller coaster of emotions as the dunk comes out from Panda. That looked like it was...
I feel like Dignitas just keeps speeding up the longer this series goes. Another to Turbo. Violent Panda scores. Dignitas on fire.
Somebody lock Violent Panda up, otherwise he's going to do too much damage. On the wall, coming off, Remco didn't even see him. Violent Panda.
High on the challenge, and how do TSM fix these double commit issues on these rotations? iIgnite waiting. Metsunaris, the shot is good. He finds the gap in the upper corner. TSM, first goal.
And an upper 90 shot as well. This time Remco challenging Yukio. It bounces out to Metza, and yeah, you see the bump there coming in.
Another siege from Dignitas.
But it's not over yet. They're going to have to keep this pressure going and try to start starving Boost. And that open net for iIgnite. He punishes the Dignitas defense, and great hustle from Metsunaris on this play.
And Metsunaris trying to get the win onto Turbo and kick straight out to iIgnite.
Goal.
It really has been the difference maker. Quick pass for Turbo. Back to Violent Panda. Turbo Pulsa! Dignitas on the board.
Turbo playing mind games here. The pass from Panda gets by Metza. Look at that. The defender streaks by. He thought Turbo was going to play a shot towards net.
Another good touch, and the backboard defense is there. iIgnite gets under the entire Dignitas defense. He's got an open net, and he kicks up the 2-goal lead.
And this is the danger of going for those demos. He did connect, but at what cost? Metsunaris and iIgnite, or just TSM in general, yeah, they had one player already up towards net, but now a chance early off kickoff, off the post, the rebound for Panda, 3 seconds in. Dignitas getting a huge goal.
A huge kickoff for Yukio. The cheat went to the opposite side for TSM, and so Violent Panda.
Then the demo from Violent Panda, Dignitas just holding firm, and now the no boost mind game leading to this opportunity. Dignitas up by 2.
Remco trying to get back to this. Yukio doesn't get the touch, so Remco's expecting Yukio to tee that up. Instead, he goes under Remco.
Enough to slow down the TSM defense to generate that opportunity for Panda.
Oh, Remco scores! It looked like Dignitas had the block. TSM get on the board quickly.
Turbo was in net, a tough read situation. He couldn't get up in time. When you're in net like that.
The backboard, Metsunaris comes in, it's too late. Turbo Pulsa and Violent Panda have the clear. And the follow-up from Yukio, 1, 2, 3, score, Dignitas.
The perfect counterattack. Turbo lobs it to Panda. Panda finds the outlet in Yukio, and Yukio, he's been doing this all series.
A 2-goal lead, now a 1-goal lead. You love it. You
Kickoff.
love it, James.
A kickoff goal immediately. That is not what you're looking for. Turbo just didn't make contact with the ball. It looked like he was trying.
Chaussette stays with it. And moves it out back to midfield.
And back in the day when we used to have teams. Oh, Chaussette!
Oh! Chaussette does it himself, coming from midfield. First flicks it past one. Then in midfield catches it. He's by another. Chipped, no problem. One more touch is all it takes. PSG.
Coming out, the rotations coming in. Not too many double commits at all.
Quick
Now
pass to
chance.
Yukio, and Chaussette can't get there. Dignitas finally on the board.
And this is exactly what we were talking about, Jorby. Yukio getting the pass and just putting in a precision shot. Chaussette in net waiting. Fortunately for Dignitas, he did do it.
Chaussette back in midfield. Farah's there. Farah is scoring 1-0. I thought it was saved, but it's not. PSG.
What is with this foreshadowing, Jorby? You talk about Farah's placement, and then he goes and makes a shot like this. Panda tried to hustle back.
The passes continue. They're working for it. Violet Panda has one beat over Chaussette. Chaussette has the block. Turbo scores. Dignitas tie the game.
Dignitas roar back. They had an inspired passing play just before this, and then Panda with some heavy lifting, and Turbo's able to clean up the rebound.
He has a win in midfield, but Chaussette now forces Turbo back. Turbo has to make at least buy some time for Yukio. He does. Chaussette takes advantage, and PSG take the lead back.
Chaussette says, I've beaten your entire team once. Let me do it again. As he goes in, wins the challenge, and then beats Yukio out for the go-ahead goal. They want to minimize mistakes. And as a result, we've had some lower scoring games, and now a chance for Fruity. The follow-up after the pass from Farah. Fruity making his mark.
And it starts with the demo first. Turbo has to wait for Farah because Farah has complete control of the ball. Farah, great placement all season.
Bump to boot, and the follow-up from Chaussette. PSG on the attack. Fruity with the self-pass, going for another touchdown in the middle. Chaussette with the cleanup. Back-to-back goals for PSG.
It doesn't stop this time for PSG. Fruity up for this, looking for another touch. Yukio trying to clear that away. Fruity ended up...
Dignitas, the flip reset from Fruity, gonna make Yukio miss as well.
Oh, Violet Panda can't get back to that. It's an open net for Farah, and it's a 3-goal lead for PSG. Dignitas falling apart.
Yukio, he was rotating back to net, and then he came up at the last second. Farah makes him pay for that from Farah. He was stuck right in the middle, and it just went right over his head.
And it's so huge for PSG. As soon as I started talking, I saw the mistouch on the backboard. I'm like, that's probably going to be a goal for Dignitas. They get on the board.
Fruity with the mistouch there. He got a small touch on the ball, but unfortunately for him,
PSG has to retreat on the play, and one thing that just benefited PSG so much in the last game, hang on a second, Yukio, he scores off the backboard, bouncer off the ground, Dignitas on the board.
Yukio refusing to lose, but look at that pop from Turbo Pulsa, getting that chance over to Yukio.
Not at all, and in the last game, PSG did such a good job of starving Dignitas on so many attempts. Chaussette up against the back wall. Fruity's there! Fruity ties it quick off the pass from Chaussette.
An immediate response from PSG following the spectacular team play from Dignitas. Chaussette gets a double tap pass out to Fruity. Turbo couldn't get the read, and Fruity
doing a little better in the boost department. Chaussette picks it up. He's got another beat. Chaussette! Evisceration! Cannot!
Chaussette, the hero for PSG, gives us another feature film on how to destroy your opponents.
Farah around the corner now. He's got Fruity waiting for him. Fruity blocked out to the corner again. PSG, an insurance goal would be huge. Chaussette's on target. Chaussette scores. PSG a 2-goal lead.
Chaussette having the series of his life right now. This time getting the insurance goal, lobbing it over Turbo. Turbo.
Some nice pizzazz going on.
Oh, that is something.
Bluey off the backboard, coming up. Here comes Devo looking for the shot.
Right.
Finds that upper 90. The pizzazz will help him score, and that's Barcelona up by 1.
It is a great touch here, and Alpha just making sure to beat Ronicky, and that's, again, one of the big things that Alpha was also so strong at.
Bonson move it over to the side. Now dumping it back into the middle. Devo looks for an opportunity, but It'll be Casio to Tapple back in front of the box, looking for the shot. Roniki's there. A team play from Triple Trouble. They press the box and they tie the game.
This is a fantastic passing play. He's got Casio on the wall, and what a touch all the way across the net. Devo expecting to maybe go and...
Bluey's on an open net behind him. He tries to get it off to Devo. He takes a shot to the upper 90, and it's off the post and out the bounds from Alpha. He'll put it in. The MVP gets the lead back for Barcelona.
Put away. This was I feel robbed from Devo. That was an excellent shot to the back post, but it came right back out to Alpha, and again, that's the advantage of position playing out. The two people in Triple Trouble, Alpha picked the right spot.
3:19 on the clock. Alpha on the cheat up. We'll put it into the orange, but now a response. Triple Trouble shot just a bit wide. The follow from Tadpole's great. An excellent shot placement to immediately tie the game.
Off the kickoff, they can only blast the ball away. Devo trying to cut it down, and he's got Ronicky upfield, and such an instant follow-up. Tadpole coming out of the midfield.
Kind of exposed. As the ball goes back in the middle. Casio versus Bluey. He wins that one and beats it all the way. Should go all the way into the goal. That's the lead back for Barcelona on a quick punish.
That is not what you like to see if you're Triple Trouble. Free ball into the middle, and Casio just reads the distances wrong. He thinks he's got a pretty clean challenge coming up against Bluey, or he hasn't beat.
Bluey still manages to get the job done. Here comes Tadpole now through the air. See if he can set up a teammate or get it in by himself. No way. Two defenders in front of him, and he twists and turns this one into the upper 90.
So you might have missed it on the replay just on the bottom of the screen there. Alpha got bumped, and that delayed his ability to go challenge the ball, and Devo was waiting.
Alpha on the backboard. He carried it off, kind of stalled, and then chose to dip and take it. It changed his acceleration mid-shot, and then he gets another one to follow it up. Right now, Triple Trouble's starting to run away with game 2.
Keeping the pressure up, just beating that ball off of Devo's nose, and Tadpole in the right place at the right time, sometimes with the big individual plays because they've been forced to clear the ball long.
Bluey finds a second touch off the recovery on the wall and puts the first goal in for Barcelona here. Look at this play.
It's Casio trying to find some space, and the guy following it up the side wall. Again, just beat by Bluey, and Ronicky making sure not to get demoed in the net.
Diversion for Ronicky actually to pick it up, and now onto the backboard. Alpha and Devo both up. Neither really makes a good touch. Tadpole's in to try and finish it, but Devo stops. Doesn't matter. The bulldozer pushes it through, and Triple Trouble's up by 2.
It was absolutely a mistake from Triple Trouble on the double commit. Devo trying to play damage control, but Tadpole also wonderful positioning.
Half a tank to work with, able to sort of beat Alpha, but Alpha eventually emerges with a better direction, but it doesn't matter. Ronicky finds the read on this, and now they're up by 3.
And that was just sneaking one into the back post. Devo is getting ready to defend a backboard touch. Someone out there to challenge him, and Ronicky just picture-perfect placement.
Casio and Ronicky in the corner. Tadpole starts to crowd as well. A demolition on the Casio opens up some space, and Devo manages to get it past the back line. Where is Alpha? There he is. He'll finish that one off cleanly, and that's another one in the board for Barcelona, now only down by 2.
You've opened up a small window here. You've got plenty of time to make things work, and Tadpole not able to come up with that challenge in the corner.
Louis thinks about it, but takes his time. Ronicky's already there. He'll be able to beat that one down, and with 8 seconds remaining, I don't think it's going to happen. As one more from Tadpole, does it go in? It certainly does. That one will be the nail in the coffin. Triple Trouble bounce back in game 2 to tie things up.
An early lead and a 4 spot from Tadpole in game number 2 to equalize the series. That's a beautiful answer.
Here in the next match. Casio, nice ballet moves in the midfield as Devo takes a shot and actually puts it in. It sneaks in around the post there. That's exactly what Barcelona needed to break up this momentum.
And there's a little bit of that wizardry. Casio saw that first touch from Bluey and was like, all right, let's go get up and challenge him. And Bluey stuck with that ball.
Devo out of the corner. Back to midfield. Ronicky's got space, lofts it high. Bluey reads him immediately, gets up quickly, but Ronicky dunks him anyways, says goodbye, and ties the game.
Challenge vectors is what this is all about. Bluey was on it so quick. The timing, though, from Ronicky, slightly delayed right after Bluey's hit on the goal line.
He'll make the save. Here's Alpha, now moving down. He's got Blue to work with. Can they finish it? They certainly can. Alpha gets the lead for Barcelona. They needed this one here in game 3.
Alpha's been kept sort of quiet, and he catches Ronicky off grab and boost in the corner. And I just, again, talked about it during.
He tries to push it through. Ronicky and Tadpole up on top of each other. Alpha now dunking it through them. Casio alone in net. Can he get it over the top? Oh, and Devo will finish it off. Alpha got it all set up, and Devo just punched it in.
And just follow up by Alpha. 2 great challenges. Ronicky not able to get a handle on that ball because if he tries to cut it back in, Alpha's just going to dunk him into the net.
Devo through the air onto the backboard. No room for a double tap, but Alpha Maybe thinks about it himself, puts this one in. Are you kidding me? He hits this off the side of his car just to slip it around the post and get the lead.
Well, there's a reason he scored the most goals for his team proportionally, and what a touch it is. Cassio, I mean, what are you thinking?
The unlikely goal. And now Devo and Bluey working down the field, only one in front. You see the bump from Devo, clearing the path for Bluey, and it's a 2-goal game.
Yes, you cannot fault Triple Trouble. It's just Ronicky doesn't win that challenge versus Devo in the midfield, and then Tadpole, you are hung out to dry, my friend. It is going to be...
Won't find anything. Alpha's touch goes into the middle. Cassio drops this down. Tadpole went for the bump on Bluey.
Oh,
it's not going to work out, but Ronicky finishes it off. All 3 players get involved to get them on the board.
It was not a good shot from Cassio. Would love a second opportunity at it, but Tadpole was forcing Bluey to jump at that ball because he was going to get demoed if he didn't.
For Bluey, but there's also a lot of space for the reset for Triple Trouble. Bluey gets the demolition, and Devo puts it in. He put it onto the backboard. Did the player get caught on the corner?
Well, we talked about it. You said a lot of space for Bluey, and you're right. Ronicky needs that touch, and goodbye, Tadpole. And that was all because Triple Trouble had to fend off that first attack, kicked off that back Triple Trouble side, and it's not going Triple Trouble's way. And as time keeps ticking, Triple Trouble are only going to have to get more aggressive.
No way.
What? That went into the net, Ronicky. You just bought your team a lifeline with this shot.
Look at this shot coming across the goal. Bluey, I think he was rotating the net and then realized, oh. Tries Alpha and Bluey. Stall this one out for a moment. Happy to burn time. Just Cassio sets this one up for Ronicky. He's got 2 feet. He put it in. The infield pass from the corner. The upside down shot off the ceiling, and 9 seconds left. It's all tied up.
And you were absolutely right. It was Barcelona trying to buy out that time. Bluey with the weak first touch, trying to keep it close, go for the next challenge.
But the shot from Tadpole is not good. Now Alpha down the field. Bluey on the flank. Alpha does it by himself. The MVP gets the win on Triple Trouble and advances Barcelona to the finals.
And of course, it would be a wonderfully placed shot. This is 1v1 skills to a T. You and your opponent are on the same side coming out of the corner.
But it is Vitality in the orange, with PSG in the blue, and a nice shot here. Gonna put one in. K-Dop starts it off hot here for Vitality as they're on the board.
Pressure, vintage. And Farah bumped by Scrub Killer right in the goal. Could not stop himself. Tried to flip, get the wheels on the ground. Trying to bring that ball back down. A nice pressure from Farah allows the ball to shot set down the middle and follow through. A little bit of a double commit from Vitality. Means they take one person out of position. You'll see here in the net, K-Dop and Fairy Peak kind of go for this one at the same time. And Fairy Peak just can't recover.
Shawset breaks them all down, and Fruity. We'll see the Vitality defense hold for now. Now Scrub Killer up against Fruity on the other end. He's got half a tank of boost, and he's going to try and keep it in the air. Get it over the top. Gets the bump on it himself. Holy cow. Scrub Killer gets Vitality back the lead.
Oh, and you felt like it might happen. As soon as he was free to go out of the midfield, something was going to happen. And Fruity, do the math. Scrub Killer
gets it off on the slip reset, but couldn't make it happen. It's a good play. Now Scrub Killer by himself once more. Oh, how do they let him do this? Scrub Killer gets another one.
Well, it was set up here by Farah. He wanted to tip that ball because he figured somebody from Vitality was going to be behind him, or he wanted to get it into the corner, and he mistouched it.
Fruity gets it away. Now Scrub Killer looking towards Fairy Peak and K-Dop, both in front of the box. Shaw set, able to stop that one.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't even need his teammates. We got beach balls again.
You want to talk about threat? The threat of the flip reset. He pulls the defender off the wall because he said, I'm going to do it.
Looking for their first offensive hold. They've had moments in the orange as Shawset will find a shot and sneak it underneath Scrub Killer to tie up the game. A good performance.
Good recognition from Shawset as well. Scrub Killer was geared up to go get that off the back wall, and definitely a little bit of an air roll as well to put that ball down into the ground. Vitality in terms of keeping pressure up.
Over the top of 2, Fruity through the air. Can he tap this in? Doesn't find contact. It's bouncing on the goal line, but there's nobody home from Vitality, so PSG will be able to put it in and get their lead here in Game 2.
Yeah, double commit from Vitality. Big mistake, and K-Dop as well can't find the clear as he just has to rush back to net.
Vitality transitioning to the other side of the field. Fairy Peak not going to win. Fruity doesn't make contact either. Now Farah with a shot, and
nice.
Not there. The positioning and the challenge game a little bit off here for Vitality, and now PSG's got a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, Fairy Peak and Fruity, neither of them sure who's going to come up with the touch. I think they both went for the block. Ends up another free ball for Farah.
Introduced himself to us in the RLCS. Scrub Killer lofts this one very high. Shawset says, okay, cool, I'll pass it down to Farah. We'll take the shot and put it off the defender and in. Farah finds the first goal for PSG.
What a lovely laydown for Shawset. Danger towards the back wall. Nope, we'll just kick it to the middle, and Farah, ooh, that's a scary one.
Scrub Killer keeps the pressure on with 50 seconds left to go. Finds the pass out to K-Dop, pops it high over the top of Fruity. Shaw sets up but doesn't make contact, and K-Dop scores the tie game in game 3.
K-Dop was done believing PSG was going to find a touch. Scrub Killer, beautiful give to the middle and a miss. K-Dop says, I know you're missing, and he just bites on it. Pull off or miss. But into the net, Shawset, of course, he's there for it. He's been there all day. And K-Dop has a freebie.
Finishes him off in style. The pass play that forced the clean save from Shawset, but K-Dop's up, beats Farah to the ball, and that's all she wrote. Down and into the ground, Vitality take a 1-game lead. Let's be a little bit more of a team player and not feeling as confident as he completely wins kickoff. Shawset will eventually emerge with ball controls. The cheat up doesn't work out, and actually PSG emerges with the goal. An excellent challenge that immediately goes awry.
Yeah, and actually it was because PSG got that bump on the follow-up player from Vitality, and Farah off on the side.
Underneath 2. Very peak lofting it high. Scrub Killer picks up boost, looks for the challenge, but Fruity again winning in the midfield and finds the shot. Is this in? It certainly is. He flips to celebrate as it's 2-0 PSG.
Yeah, Scrub went and took a big risk here going for this challenge. It was going to be close, but unfortunately he made the wrong decision. Fruity had him beat, and how about that catch?
And it doesn't look like any of it's going to happen as they are struggling to get this out of their own. Here comes Scrub Killer up against nobody. He almost gets it, but
they got it!
Back. K-Dop will get a goal, but 4 seconds left. They've got to win this kickoff.
And that was Scrub just trying to make something happen. He caught Shawset way out of position in that little figure S, and the ability to stay right behind the ball and not have that ball punched straight out.
Put it back into the midfield. Fairy Peak now with a challenge. So we're tied up at 2 games apiece in game 4. And look at Fairy Peak go. Scrub Killer will finish it off. Just secure that one there, but Vitality pulling out the fireworks.
Fairy Peak's had enough of the octane. Swaps into the Batmobile and turns this one in, and yeah, Scrub stole it, but
whether they have ever lost a 2v2 tournament they've entered, but here's PSG trying to make them lose a 3v3. There's the tying goal from Shawset.
Great early answer from PSG. They catch K-Dop trying to rotate up that back wall, and Fruity just not letting him get anything. All the physical play from PSG.
The final 10 seconds. K-Dop pressuring. Up against Shawset.
What?
Actually tucks this in. No way. Shawset and Farah brutalized by K-Dop.
Shawset has 100 boost waiting here in the corner, and he just can't figure out how he wants to deal with that ball as it rolls around.
What has been a back and forth, very even affair. K-Dop over the top of 2. That looks in. K-Dop will put it in. 2:46 on the clock. Maybe the latest goal we've seen yet. And Vitality's got everything they need to play in the finals.
Thought he might have put this one just off target, but finally just fast enough off the midfield line. PSG trying to keep up that pressure.
This one comes down. Shawset rotating back. Now Farah. Fenn sends one, just a laser beam onto the crossbar and in to tie it. And again, Vitality finds a goal, or just either team finds the first goal, and the following team immediately responds.
And Fairy Peak was getting harried in the net by Shawset. Makes him late to go pick up that
opportunity. Couldn't sneak it under the crossbar. K-Dop keeps it high, but no clears have come on 2 touches. Here's Fruity to try and just get the drop shot. Oh my goodness. Tongue twisters galore. Shawset will finish it off.
A lot of Fs to get through as there was a cluster in front of the net, and Fruity can't turn it in, but it's okay. K-Dop was going to defend that top of the net shot.
But behind Fruity, everyone from PSG having to back up a bit. Here's Fairy Peak with K-Dop. The dual threat will be good, and K-Dop puts it in. Vitality's got a lead, but can they hold on to it?
PSG trying to command those midfield boosts, but it doesn't matter. It's that bounce off the corner. Shawset's a little slow getting back into the net. Doesn't respect the chance for K-Dop.
Alpha expecting maybe the ball to bounce back up, and now Vitality head the other way. K-Dop, quick pass to Scrub. Scrub, he scores for Vitality.
Vitality, they've been doing this all season long, so why are we surprised? I guess I'm not, because K-Dop, MVP caliber season, getting that pass.
Miss from Devo. There's still some space for Alpha as well. That shot, Fairy Peak can't get there. And finally, Barcelona, their first goal this season against Vitality.
The drought is over, and who puts it in? Alpha. Alpha, the MVP of league play.
Devo got in to make the challenge, but nothing materializes for Barcelona, and Vitality headed the other way. Shot on off the crossbar, in for for Scrub Killa. Vitality tie it up.
K-Dop and Scrub, the most deadly attacking duo in the world right now. Scrub passes it down to K-Dop. K-Dop's shot almost makes it in, hits off the crossbar.
Also challenged by Bluey and Alpha, having to make another challenge. K-Dop has the net. K-Dop has the goal. That's it for Vitality. They take a 2-0 lead in the series.
K-Dop started it all out by dodging a demo, gets it by the defender in the midfield, and then schools Alpha in the corner.
Ferry catching this out in midfield. The challenge from Bluey, a little too far under. The net's open. If K-Dop can get there, the shot's good for a goal on Vitality.
K-Dop just keeps it going. Bluey challenging Fairy Peak there. Alpha trying to get the touch. He couldn't do it, and K-Dop with just the lightest touch.
Against Vitality. It's not working. In those corners, well defended. 20 seconds left. A goal for K-Dop. It doesn't stop for Vitality. With 18 seconds, they got the insurance.
Well, it doesn't stop because it's K-Dop on the pass from Scrub Killa. K-Dop sees Alpha streaking in. Alpha had to commit.
Fairy Peak can't get it out. Can Barcelona score with some time left? Alpha goes under. Scrub looked like he got bumped on the play. He scores with 6 seconds remaining.
Alpha making it possible. I didn't think they had it in him, but with this, he gets the flip reset. Or no, he doesn't even get the flip reset, but he just touches it by.
And Alpha has this. K-Dop, he got chipped on the play, and Alpha takes advantage. Barcelona with the lead.
K-Dop seeing Alpha coming in, expecting Fairy to make a play there. K-Dop had gone for the corner boost, and that shot on the far post was well placed.
Bluey, off the backboard, straight down. Dangerous in front of Bluey. Devo, back to Alpha. He scores. Barcelona with the insurance.
Ahead by 2 with 33 left. K-Dop went for the hit. He got a piece of it, but didn't get it to the corner, and again, it was in a dangerous spot. And Devo able to get that ball.
Fairy Peak up for this. Looking to the other side for K-Dop. And it's right in front of Alpha. He knocks it downfield. Picks up, a tip of the... I don't know, James. He scored another one. Just for,
a long ranger with 1 second left.
There we go.
And then this goal explosion. Boop. Why did you ruin that? I wanted to hear it.
No. To force the solo effort. A lot of pops. A lot of tests against the backboard. This time they find their way through again. Bluey, it's a wide open net, and Barcelona have the lead.
You can see K-Dop and Scrub Killa both turning for this. And Scrub, after he lost that challenge, Fairy was very far back.
From K-Dop as long as possible, buy Barcelona some time. They were rotating out on the play. Alpha, he has a chance at this. Actually, he gets it. Perfect. Barcelona, 2-goal lead.
He must have heard you where you were talking about Scrub Killa as your pick for MVP. He says, who cares? It's me. And then hits shots like that. A hat trick last game.
To get a chance on the transition. But Barcelona have met them on the challenge. K-Dop, can he get the shot? He does! K-Dop carries it through himself, and he finally scores for Vitality.
The solo play from K-Dop, just taking his time. He only had 6 boost in the tank.
It's one of the 3 Barcelona members just locking horns, neck and neck with them. K-Dop has an opportunity, and he has a goal. Vitality pick up the lead.
K-Dop just waiting for his chance. He pops it up for Fairy, and Fairy just faked out that defender. Alpha recognizes that he needs to get back too late.
They finally do get it by him.
And no one's back.
Oh my goodness, that's in. Alpha scores. Everybody on either side, no one covering the net, and we have a tie game.
We saw K-Dop turned around. He also got bumped by Bluey on the way back, but Scrub Killa was on the far side of the field.
Goaltending has kept them alive in game number 6. Alpha, it's not the best touch. The demo opens the net. K-Dop strikes, and Vitality are your European regional champions.
And how fitting that it's K-Dop, the player that changed Vitality for the better.